Today we are going to start in mountain pose. So both feet together, hands down by your sides, palms facing out. And I like to spread my fingers nice and wide. My head pulls up to the ceiling. Now in yoga, this is known as mountain pose. In Qigong, it's known as Wu-Ji. So this is where we start to set our intention for class. We take a little survey to see how our body feels, and then we set an intention on how we'd like to feel after the class is done. So I'd like for you to close your eyes and let's take 3 breaths together with an exhale through the mouth, because when you say, ha, it tells the body that it can relax. All right, so take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. So imagine yourself grounded to the earth. And you have a sky hook pulling your head up towards the sky. Your shoulders are down and relaxed. And now is the time to set an intention for class. Maybe you want to dedicate the class to someone who's having a hard time. And that's okay too. And maybe you'll dedicate the class to yourself for your own healing. Slowly open your eyes, and we're going to step the feet slowly apart so we can work our balance a little bit, about hip width. Yay. Placing the palms towards the ground. Again, tall posture. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Now we're going to stimulate the body a little bit by doing a little bit of slapping, and this is called Pai Sha, and we're going to take our hand and cup it, and we'll slap out up the outside of the arm to the shoulder and down the inside. So we're going to do this a few times. Now when you first start slapping, I would go fairly soft, right? And then as you get doing it more, you can do it harder. So it should feel good. We're just getting the blood flow to the skin, or maybe shaking up the bones and stuff. And it's really good for the body to get a little bit of loosening up in those areas, right? So lift your arm up, and then we'll pat down the inside right here. So patting down is good for the liver. A little pat, pat, yeah? Good, and then shake that out. And then let's go to the other side. So pat, slap up one side, get your shoulder, give yourself a pat on the back because you deserve it. You're here and you're taking care of yourself. And then go up. Now my husband has sciatica, so I slap him all the time. So he gets slapped a lot. Good, and bring that arm up and come down the inside. And shake that body up, look, get the blood flowing. Good, and then shake it out. So maybe something's stuck in your tissue. We call this freeing the fascia. So letting go of anything that might be stuck. So here we go. We're going to do the chest, and we'll pound up and down the sternum. So an inhale. Exhale, because ha is a heart sound to release the heart, the emotions in the heart. So take another deep breath in. Now I like to do the Carol Burnett sound here, you know, the Tarzan yell. And it releases a little bit of sound therapy. So if you'd like to do it with me, inhale. Woo, good. And release that. Doesn't that feel good? All right, then let's pat our tummies. Right here, digestive system, down here in the groin area. Pat, pat. Good, and go around to your butt. And come down the outside of the legs. And come up the inside of the legs. So come around, down, and just shaking up. I have varicose veins, and this has been really helpful for my varicose veins. Woo! Good, and then you're going to bring your leg forward and just bounce and shake. So sometimes if I'm working out, I'll have like a little tweak in my knee or something. It'll just all of a sudden go, oh, and I'm going, what was that? And I can slap my leg out and it'll let me get back to my workout. Isn't that cool? All right. And then other way. Boom, other leg, slap and bounce. Get that ankle, calf muscle. And then come on up. And then from here, we're gonna do a little pounding on the back. So right here, we pound up the back. Down on the little tailbone there. And then let's rub a little bit. Give yourself a little back rub. Doesn't that feel good? It does. And now we're gonna wake up our brain, give a little stimulation to the head. So a little tapping on the head, the back of the head, the top of the head. Wherever you feel like you wanna tap and wake up and get ready for class. Good. Oh, put your hands towards the floor. I'd like you to close your eyes, open up your feet, open up your hands, head pulls to the ceiling. See if you feel any little buzz, energy buzz in your hands, maybe in your body, in your feet, a little bit of tingling. So we just woke up your energy. We just woke up your life force energy. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So now let's shake out our shit, should we? So let's shake everything out. So shaking is really good to get those lymph nodes, right? And it's also good to tug on the ligaments and the tendons. Yes, so it does help with all the strength and with bone strength. Let's just shake, 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 and shake it out. Can you let your muscles go in your legs? Sometimes it's hard to just let your body just release. So now we're gonna make a sound, so the heart sound again. We're going with ha as we shake. So inhale. As you exhale, ha. Inhale. Ha. One more time. Ha. Good, and place your hands towards the floor. Nice tall posture. And just see how your body feels. Beautiful. All right. Taking one hand up and one hand down. So one hand is facing the earth, the other one is facing the sky. I want you to push here. So this is separating heaven and earth. So pushing the heavens up and the earth down. I'm gonna get a little side body stretch right there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a little bit more. Open up those fingers, open up those hands. And as we come down, our palms face each other and they float towards each other. And maybe we can feel that energy in between our hands. And if you don't, that's okay. The more and more you do the healing practice, the more you're gonna feel it. So the opposite side is up and down. Nice, and try and keep your shoulders down, right? You can lean to the side, that's fine if it feels okay for your body. And then float the hands towards each other. It's really hard for me to go slow because I'm such a fast-paced person, but this has been really good for me to slow me down. We'll do one more each side, so get a good stretch. And as the hands float towards each other, maybe go a little bit slower. I'm going to switch and go the other side. Open up. Smile because you're happy to be here. And we're taking care of our body, right? And our mind and our soul. All right, bringing the hands to face each other and then play with this little ball of energy that's in between your hands. So open up and bring it back. This is called the accordion. You inhale and exhale. And just breathe however feels good to you, okay? And let's start with a little bit of yoga. So bring your feet together. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart center. Step that right foot back to a 70-degree angle. The front knee is bent. So my hips are trying to come forward like little headlights. They may not get there, and that's okay, but that's what you're trying to do. The back leg is straight and it's grounded to the earth. Your arms can come up into a warrior one position. So from here, we relax the shoulders down and just enjoy this pose, warrior one. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Bring the arms down and open up your chest. Oh, everybody needs a little chest opener. And then bring the arms back up, warrior one, hands to heart center, and step that back foot up to mountain pose. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Let's do the other side. The left leg comes back to 70-degree angle. The front knee is bent. Try and get your left hip forward and pull your right hip back. Ground the back foot to the floor. Head pulls to the ceiling. And arms can come up over the head if it feels okay. Relax your shoulders. Try not to hunch your shoulders up by your ears. Good. And smile in your warrior one position. Take a deep breath in. Open the arms up to open up the chest. Bring them back behind you. And back up top, warrior one. Bring your hands to heart. Step back up to mountain pose. Beautiful job. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Step your feet hip width apart. And then we're going to do some Tai Chi arms. So the arms are going to come up. They float up and they come back in towards you in a little circle. So up. And try and let your body move you. So not you moving the body, but the body gets to move you. And it's in a circular motion, and it should feel good. And a little tingling in the hands, letting you know that your energy is coming up. Good. And now we're going to go out to the side. So I'm going to come up like a bird. My wings fly, and then I come back down. Then come forward and circle. And come up. Ooh, just like you're flying, just like a beautiful bird. Open your wings. Open your life force. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down, facing your lower dantian. This is your power center. So my arms are a little ways away from my body. They're not right on it. And I do have a little curve in my shoulders, just slightly. And I'm holding at my power center. So this center is all about me. It's the love I have for myself. It's my connection to Mother Earth. This is my stability. And it's my power center that lets me know that I'm never alone. I'm always connected. I always have power. And I am a beautiful soul in a beautiful body doing beautiful things. Slowly bring the feet together. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart center. And step the feet hip width apart. Let's do some spinal cord breathing. So we're going to open up our chest as best we can. You can lean back a little bit if it's okay for your back. And then round your back and bring your arms in, elbows towards the tummy. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, and let's roll out some parts of our body. So let's start with the ankle. We'll do a little ankle roll here, and only if it feels good, right? Do one direction, and maybe you go the other direction. Good. And then let's go the other side. So we do a little circle on this side. Get that body in motion. And then go the other way. So we're working a little bit of movement and mobility in our body. Yes. So take your hands. We're going to do a little thing. It kind of looks like the Charleston a little bit. And we're just massaging and loving our knees, right? So our knees do a lot for us. So give them a little bit of love and go inward and then go outward. It should feel good. Now you can do some of these things from a seated if you need to sit in a chair. That works too. All right, hip mobility. So stick your hip. Let's do some hip circles. Let's see how good you can do those hips. Boom. Good. And then when you're ready, let's switch directions. Let's go the other direction. Let that feel good. Beautiful. And then let's do a little side to side hip. So sometimes we carry people on our hips, yes? Are you carrying someone on your hip? Well, let's shake them off, okay? Shake them off. There you go. All right, your shoulders, let's up and back. So when you're doing your shoulders, try and keep your arms straight. Don't let your elbows bend. I want the shoulders to do the work. So some shoulder mobility, all right? So up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Good. And we are going to go forward. So come up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Good. And then the sassy, I call these sassy shoulders, sexy shoulders. We're going to do one shoulder at a time, going back. And it should feel good, right? All right, now bring your hands to your chest, and with your nose, like it's writing on a chalkboard, you're going to do little circles with your head. Little tiny circles with your head. And then you go the other direction. Beautiful. And then come back to standing position. And shake things out. How do they feel? We're going to bring our arms up, and then we'll come up on our toes, and then we'll come down with our heels. Up and down. As we do this, we're going to inhale. To do if like someone has just gotten on your nerves and you're a little bit upset and you need to get rid of some energy, just go so you can just preferably don't do it while you're in front of them because they might be going, what the heck are you doing? But anyway, it's a good stress relief, right? Yeah. Woo! All right, and then come back to center. Feet together. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Step the right foot back to that 70 degree, that front knee bent, and our warrior one. We've been here before. This is a beautiful warrior one position. Go ahead and open up your chest, bring your arms out. You're gonna get a lot of chest opening because a lot of us are a little rounded in that chest, right? A little tight. Bring the arms up and then push out of that back leg because we're gonna balance on that left leg. And their fingertips are gonna come forward. And some of you will say, well, I don't have balance today. And you know what? That's okay. And if you fall, it's okay. We're just going to do the best we can with what we got. And that's what we always do. And it may get better, or it may get worse. But it's okay. Step back to warrior one. Beautiful job. Relax those shoulders down. Hands come to your heart. And step up to mountain pose. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Step your left foot back to our warrior one. So again, we're in that warrior one positioning. And we feel good. And we're going to open up those chest muscles. Yeah. And bring the arms back up. And let's balance on the right leg. So push out that back leg. Bring your fingertips to touch. Reach forward and let that feel good. And one side might be better than the other, and you know what? That's okay. Try and find a gazing point, maybe your thumbs, and then step back to warrior one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Step your feet up to match each other. Good. Mountain pose. All right. Stay here for just a second, and we're going to step the feet hip width apart. And go ahead and wiggle things out. Let everything just move. Well, let's do some water waves. We're going to take our hands, and just like we're standing in a lake, we're going to let our arms just float through the water. And I always like to imagine a beautiful orange sunset that's glaring on the lake, and there's a beautiful orange water with the orange background, and just flowing, pushing the beautiful waves. And maybe close your eyes and move a little bit slower. And then try and let go and let your body move you. This is like a moving meditation. And slowly come back to center. Come to that lower dantian. Just hold and breathe. Now we're going to try a little thing called skin breathing. So we inhale, our arms come up slightly, and we imagine our skin just filling up with beautiful light, healing light. And then we exhale and release out anything that we do not need, right? So inhale, arms come up. Beautiful expansion of all of our skin, and then we exhale. Inhale. Skin breathing, exhale. Now you can do nose or mouth. Either one is correct. You do what feels good to you. Expand yourself. And then let go of anything you don't need. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to heart center. So we're moving up to the heart. The heart carries the sound of ha. So the physical sound of the healing physical sound of the heart is ha. And the emotional sound, to release emotions that might be held in the heart, which could be anger or frustration, we can do the sound of ha. So a release, right? So let's do the physical sound, which is ha. So inhale. Ha. And now let's do the emotional sound, which is inhale. Beautiful job. All right. Bring the feet together. Inhale, the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Step your back foot to warrior one. That's at 70 degree. Come on. This is our last, well, it might not be our last one, we'll say. It might not. Warrior one. Warrior one. And then we're going to open up to warrior two. So when you open up to warrior two, your arms come out to your side and your back foot goes to 90 degrees and maybe that front foot steps out a little bit more. So I'm going to come to the side. So you are the warrior, right? Back foot's at 90, my front knee is still bent. My arms are reached out. My head's pulling nice and tall to the ceiling. My shoulders are down and I'm squeezing my inner thighs together to keep my legs nice and strong. Bring your hands to your heart center and straighten out that front leg so you have both straight legs. And then exhale, bend the front knee and open up the hands. Do it again. Hands come to heart. Straighten out that leg. And then come back to warrior two. One more time. Hands come in. And hold warrior two. Beautiful job right there. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Now we're going to cartwheel down to a low lunge. So I'm in low lunge. Okay? My right knee's going to come down to the ground. And then my right arm's going to come up to the ceiling. Excuse me. And that's a little opener right there. And it feels good. Now you're going to take your left arm up to the ceiling and take that left elbow and slide it down the inside of that front leg. You might not get down very far. So reach up again. Or you might slide down clear to the floor. And we give you a front view. Left arm up. And then slide down the inside of that leg. Time up. And slide down the left. Right into that inner thigh. And you might only get here. You might get here. It's okay. We're just seeing where you're at. Okay? One more time. Reach up. And then that left elbow comes down. Good. And come to a hands and knees position and just wag your tail. So puppy wagging its tail. We're just going to push the floor away. Spread your fingers nice and wide with your hands and let your butt sway side to side, which sometimes will make the head sway side to side. Let that feel good. And from here, bring your right leg up to the outside of your right hand because we're going to do the other side. So inhale the right leg up, the right arm up, and then slide that right arm down the inside of the leg towards the heel. And then come back up and come back down. We're going to do 5 of these and just see if one side is better than the other. So if one side you can get lower than the other, you're off, your hips are off a little bit. So we need to stretch the side that needs a little help. You need to do a little more extra credit on that side, and that's okay. We're just learning about the body and what it needs. Last one. And then from here, come to hands and knees. Now with the straight arms, I want you to do circles with your back. So can you do circles? Keep your arms straight and just try and move your shoulders forward. And this can be really hard. I'm doing a lot better at it. Then when you're ready, reverse the motion, so go backwards, keeping those arms nice and straight. Good. And then let's let our belly hang. Can you let your belly hang down like this? There's no muscles there at all. How often does somebody tell you to let your belly hang, right? So just let your muscles in your belly just hang down. They deserve a break today. Okay, and then engage them and push back to downward facing dog. So my hips go up to the ceiling, my back legs are nice and straight. I spread my fingers nice and wide and I push my butt towards the back wall. Yeah. And from here, I'm going to step my feet up to my hands and grab my elbows and hang in a ragdoll position. So my head is really heavy and it's hanging and I feel good. I can bend my knees. This is good for your hamstrings, your lower back. You can sway side to side. Wiggle. Wiggle a little bit. And let the hands fall towards the ground. From here, we're going to slowly round up. How slow can you go? To the standing position. And meet me in mountain pose. Now we have another side. So inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart. Step your left foot back to that 70-degree angle because we need the arms up for warrior one. All right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Remember, we're going to step out to warrior two, so my front leg goes a little bit longer. My back foot's at 90, and I'm in that warrior two position. Oh. Nice. Head pulls to the ceiling, knees out to one side. And from here, we did that little hands to heart center and straighten out that front leg. And then open up again and bend the knee. Straighten out the leg and come in. Open up and straighten out the knee and come in. Good. Go back to your warrior two position. Feel good. Squeeze that butt. Head pulls to the ceiling. Fingertips together. Gaze will be over the front fingertips. Yeah? And from here, we'll cartwheel down to that plank. Low lunge. So we're in that low lunge. My right knee is up by my right hand. Okay. From here, I want you to walk away from your right knee. So you're going to take your hands and just walk around as far as you can away from that front knee. And you'll feel a stretch in your back and in the lat area or upper back and side back. And just go as far as feels good for you. And hold and breathe. And then come back to center. Good. And maybe from here you bring a left elbow down to the ground. Maybe you bring the right elbow down to the ground. And if you're not there, that's okay. Go as far as you can, and you can wiggle once you get down here, and then bring the hands up, and bring the leg back. Let's switch legs. All right, here we go with that left leg. Left leg's up by the left hand, and from here we're gonna walk away from that left leg. So walk around, away from the bent knee, and let that feel good. And then slowly come back to center and maybe bring the right elbow down, maybe bring the left elbow down. And wiggle a little bit if you need to. And then come back up on hands and knees. Beautiful job. And then push back to downward facing dog. So my rear end goes up to the sky. I push the floor away. I can tread my heels up and down. I can wag my tail side to side. I step my feet up to my hands. Grab your elbows and hang in a ragdoll pose. Slowly release your hands and round up. Beautiful job, beautiful job. All right, let's meet back in mountain pose, hands down by your side. Stand in Wu Ji. Pull your head to the ceiling, feet grounded to the earth. Check in with your body. How does it feel? How does it feel? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Step the feet hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider than that. We're going to take our hands and scoop up. When you scoop, I don't want you to bend forward, right? I want you to keep your body upright, and we're going to scoop and bring up. The back of the hands are going to touch, and then I'm going to come up to the sky and just separate. And it doesn't matter if you do this right. We're going to scoop, come up, just make the motions with your hands, and it'll all come together. And scoop up. This is called dragons parting the clouds. And I like to imagine coming up, my dragons swimming up towards the universe. And then pushing up even further. So scooping up good energy from the earth, coming up, connecting with the universe, and then coming back down. It's a good way to stay grounded, but yet ascended. So we need a little bit of both, right? If we're always flying up in the air, things might go wrong. But if we're too grounded and don't have enough of that playful fun, that could be hard too. So we want to make a good mixture of balance of both. Inhale, exhale. Connected to the earth and ascended to the universe. One more time. And come down. Beautiful Nice and slow. Step the feet in nice and close. Good. Triangle pose, and then I'll take us to the ground. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart center. Step your right foot back to a 45-degree angle, and both legs are going to be nice and straight. My hips are going to come forward. I'm going to take my left hand and slide down my left leg as best I can, and then come back up. We're just feeling a little hamstring stretch here, so slide down and then come back up. One more time, slide down and then come back up. This time, slide down and stay there, and then open your right arm up to the ceiling. So I'm pulling my head forward and I'm pulling my hip back. I'm pushing up out of my left hand, and I'm opening my body up onto a wall that might be behind me. This is triangle pose, and it should feel good. I'll show you from the side. Whoop. Triangle pose. You'll see that I have a lot of triangles, yes? And then slowly come back up. Good. Arms up over the head. Bring your hands to heart center and step up to the top of the mat. Let's do the other side. So step that left foot back to 45 degree, and then nice straight legs. Hips face forward like headlights. Take the right hand, slide down that right leg, and then come back up. Slide down the right leg, and then come back up. Let's do it one more time. Feeling hamstrings, the back of the leg. And last time, stay down here, and then bring that left arm up to the ceiling. And then head pulls forward, hip pulls back, and then open your body up onto the wall behind you. Good, and hold and breathe. Push up out of that bottom hand. And then come back up. Good, hands come to heart center, and step your feet together, mountain pose. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. All right, step your feet hip width apart. See, put your hands towards the earth and see how you feel. Has anything changed? Does your body feel better? Does your energy feel a little bit up? Let's close your eyes for just a little bit. Connect. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Beautiful. Now we've created this beautiful chi in our hands, and we're going to create a little bit more. So I want you to shake your hands right here. Shake them just this way. And try and let them go. Let them shake. Let them just freely shake. And then flip them the other way and shake them the other way. Good. And then we can take our hands and pound together here. There's some acupressure points right here. This is a good way to get those. And then we can go to the other direction to get the other side. We're also bringing good chi into the hands, good energy into the hands. And then we'll take and rub our fingernails together. Rub your fingernails together. And then open up your hands. Do you feel anything? Is there any energy in your hands? This is called chi. And chi is like unconditional love and healing energy. So my granddaughters learn to give people chi. So Grandpa will say, Araya, can you give me some chi? And she'll say, yes, Grandpa. And she'll rub her hands together. And she's very serious. She'll rub her hands together, and she'll go place her hands on Grandpa to give him some unconditional love and healing energy from her hands. And how special is that? What's better, unconditional love from a child? They are unconditional love, right? So I want you to take unconditional love and healing energy right now. So clap your hands, rub them together, and then open up a little bit, hands facing each other, and see if you can feel any chi, any energy And then it doesn't matter if you feel it or not, because it's there, and it will get more there the more you practice. But take wherever that might be hurting you right now and place that chi, that unconditional love and healing energy in that part of your body. And just close your eyes and listen. Listen to your body. Is it telling you something? What does it need from you? Slowly open your eyes. Step your feet together. Inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. Hands come to heart center. And from here, I would like to just go to a seated position. So you can inhale the arms over the head, palms touch. You can swan dive forward, fingertips to the toes. You can step back to a plank and bring your knees down to the ground and come to a seated position on the mat. So we're just going to do a few more mobility moves here, and then we'll go into our final pose, okay, for our meditation. So right here, I'd like you to bring your right leg in and place it right by your right knee, okay? The left leg is nice and straight. From here, with a nice flat back, I can reach forward for my toe. Maybe I don't get to my toe, and that's okay. And then come up, and then we're going to go to the other side. So the opposite hand is going to come and try and grab either the calf muscle on that side or grab the outside of the foot on that side. And you'll feel a little lower stretch in that right back, lower back. And then come and let's open up our chest because we've worked that really a lot today. So let's do that. And then maybe we do a little tiny twist one way and a little tiny twist the other way. And come back to center and let's switch. So the other foot comes in and I can wiggle around in these positions. I can wiggle as much as I want. The body wants to move, so wiggle. So if you're stuck at work, get up and wiggle a little bit, okay? So let's reach with a nice flat back towards that right toe. Yeah. And then we can switch hands, take the opposite hand across, and maybe grab and feel a little stretch in the lower left back. We sometimes get tight in the back, right? And now let's open up the chest again, because we all know that those chest muscles get tight. Smile. Good. And then we can do a little twist this way. We can do a little twist that way, and we can wiggle. Now, legs straight in front of us. Take your hands down by your side with a tall posture. So a nice tall posture. We're not bent over, okay? Nice tall. We're going to walk our hands forward, but we're going to add a little choo-choo sound with them. So we're going to go ch-ch-ch as we walk our hands forward, okay? So inhale. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. See how flat my back is? Now we're going to do it again. Inhale. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. We're going to do one more time. Inhale. Good, and hold. Oh, good job. And then open up that chest. Beautiful, beautiful job. And now get in your little car because you're going to drive our car. Remember the butt walk that we used to do when we were kids because we wanted to get rid of our butt? Well, maybe it wasn't when we were kids. We figured we could get rid of our big butts by walking like this. But it is really good for your hips. So you can drive your car, wiggle forward, wiggle back, and it should feel good, all right? Perfect. Now let's open up those legs. So V legs, you might be way back here, and that's okay, right? You are where you're at. And we all start somewhere. So here, with a nice flat back, we're going to walk our hands forward as far as we can. Remember, I'm not rounding my back. My back is flat. Nice flat back. Here we go. We're going to do the choo-choo train. Inhale. And then slowly come back up. And let's do that again. Inhale. Slowly come back up. One more time. Let's do this. Inhale. Hold. And then slowly come back up. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Bend that left knee. Bring your arm around and give it a big hug as best you can. And then try and bring your forehead toward your knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release that one down. And maybe if you need to, you can slap it out. We slapped it out in the beginning of class, but maybe it needs a little extra slap. And then bend your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Hug that knee and then bring your forehead. You do get to round on this one. Round your forehead towards your knee. And breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Good. Bottoms of the feet together. And just wiggle side to side. Good. And maybe a little side body stretch. We bring the left arm over the head, palm facing down. Keep a nice straight arm so you can get a better stretch. Lean into the right arm that's on the floor. And then softly switch to the other side. Keeping our shoulder away from our ear. And then come back to center and sit in a comfortable position. So anything that might be comfortable for you. All right. From here, I would like to do a orbit. So my hands are coming, facing each other. I'm going to start at my lower dantian and come up to my heart, come up to my wisdom center, and then come back down to the earth. Okay? So it's just a little orbit up the power center, up the heart center, through the wisdom center, back down. Just keep softly moving. It's a moving meditation. So go ahead and close your eyes. And slow down, coming up the back of the body, down the front, up the back of the body, down the front. One more time, come up and down. Place your hands on your heart with your eyes closed. As you inhale, I want you to expand and open your heart. As you exhale, you're going to blow out any black smoke or anything that does not belong in your heart that you need to release. Something you may be holding on to that needs to let go. So inhale. Open up the heart. Exhale. Blow out the black smoke. Let's do a few more of those. Inhale. One more time, inhale. Bring your hands down to your legs. And from here, you can stay in seated or slowly come to a laying down position with your head softly on the ground. Your palms are facing up. Close your eyes. And I want you to relax your whole body like it's sinking down into the earth. So maybe shake your head no a little bit. Wiggle your jaw. Release your forehead. Let your eye muscles relax. Let your neck release. Your shoulders relax down. And they're heavy on the earth. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And let those arms and legs release also. The hips just fall out to the side. Your heart's opened up and soft. And your butt muscles are relaxed. And now, like you're just floating on a cloud, a nice, fluffy, soft, beautiful white cloud in the beautiful blue sky. You're comforted, you're cozy, you're connected, and you're loved. Enjoy your ride. Thank you for sharing this playful hearing practice with me today. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy. Stay here as long as you need to. Namaste.